Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is a sort of impromptu, spur of the moment. I kind of just felt like streaming, you know? I was kind of in a mood to play some Dead Cells, and I was like, well, why don't you just stream it? I know that for some people it's probably pretty late where you guys live, but for me it's only like 7 p.m. So it's still pretty early in the night. Even though I put late night in the title. You know what? That's fine. Anyway, for those that don't know what Dead Cells is, because I'm sure there's plenty of people, a lot of people probably watch my content mostly for Zelda and shit. Dead Cells is a indie roguelike side-scroller. It's a very good game. It's a lot of fun. I've had it since probably like 2019. And while I don't have like a ton of hours in it, I probably have like 50, 60-ish hours in it. It's a lot of fun, and I figured it'd be a good time to stream it for a little bit. Because I mean, I was just gonna play it on my own, but I was like, I could just stream it though. So, hooray for spur of the moment, spontaneous streams. The music we opened up with today is Price from Persona 5, one of my favorite songs from that game. Actually, it's a very good theme. And I thought it'd be... I was also kind of in a music mood for Persona music, so I was like, yeah, play some Persona music to open up the stream. But yeah, without further ado, I'll go ahead and get us all switched over to the game, and we can go ahead and get started. And you guys should be able to see the game no problem now. And hear it. Let me know throughout the stream if the audio balance is good or not. I tried to balance it very quickly, so it may not be amazing. I think if anything it might be a little on the quiet end, but it should be fine. It should be good enough. Now I will say that this game is pretty hard. This is not like an easy game. This game has like 6 different difficulty levels, and by the very last ones, they get really hard. I only have the first 3. I've got normal, hard, and very hard unlocked, and I haven't really played this a lot in a while, so we're gonna probably start off with a hard run. So we're just gonna do normal mode. Actually, I think we can continue our current game, because I think it's right at the beginning of a run. I believe that was what I did last time I played it. Yeah, so we're right at the beginning. And there's these, like, hidden weapons here that you can grab. Not that you really need them, because you get... Well... I have the perk unlocked where you get like a big selection of weapons to choose from. And the difficulty, as you can see, is already on one boss stem cell, which is hard. I think that normal is a little too easy. Hard is probably good for a warm-up. 2 boss stem cells is very hard. You get like no healing. You do get double the amount of cells. And if you don't know what cells are like currency. They're kind of like souls from the Souls series, like Dark Souls. And you can spend them towards upgrades. And that's as far as I've gotten in terms of difficulties too. So we're gonna start on 1. And you can see some of my upgrades up here in the things. But yeah, I've played this a decent amount, so I have like some of the upgrades, but not all of them. And it has been like a little while since I've been back into this, so... If you're not sure what this is, it's like different loadouts basically, and you can only choose one of them. So I'm looking at which one I want to get. Actually, they both seem... I think I'll probably go for the first one. Yeah. And throwing knife isn't very good. It's not a weapon that I really care for. So I'll probably just put it in the backpack. Frantic Sword 1 plus... that's not the best sword, but that's probably what you use as our sword. And we have a shield. We don't start with a bow. This one didn't have a bow in it, but I can use a shield pretty well. Because that's the kind of thing, is like a lot of players, I feel like when they play this game, they don't really use a shield. But the shield is actually like legitimately a very good option. Especially the ice shield. Ice shield is quite good. Because it freezes enemies. So we'll just recycle the rest of that. And we'll just start going on our way. Now the first area here isn't like too difficult. Especially on this difficulty. Let's see. We can either go for... We already start with our amulet gives us survival, so that's why we have 2 survival right now. Brutality would give us extra damage for our main weapon, and the most HP. I'm probably gonna go brutality. And let me take a look at the extra skills I have. All right. But yeah, if you don't know this, how this game works, it's basically this area here is, except for the beginning area, it's like, once you start playing the game, it's procedurally generated, so everything's kind of, it's a roguelike, you know? And there's kind of like a few ways you can play it. One is to prioritize speed. If you rush through and don't want to kill like a ton of enemies, you can just speed through it. Or you can be more slow and methodical, which is kind of what I prefer. I prefer to be the slow methodical player. You get rewarded either way. If you can do both, that's best. If you can be quick and accurate, that's the best, because you get rewarded for clearing an area in a certain amount of time, under a certain amount of time, and you get rewarded for killing a certain amount of enemies without taking any damage. So I tend to go for the latter, but you can go for either. Death Orb. Hey Ro, what's up? We'll probably replace this for that. Not much, what's new? Just decided to play... Controller disconnect. Yes, it did disconnect. Why is that? Thank you, Steam. Just decided to play some Dead Cells, and apparently my controller wanted to disconnect. Because, you know. I'm not sure why that happened. Give me a sec. My controller shouldn't be dead. I just charged it. I swear it's never a stream without some troubleshooting. Give me a sec. Okay, now we're reconnected. Don't know why that happened. Thank you, controller. Anyway, just decided to play some Dead Cells. I was like in a mood for it, and I was like, I can play for a little bit tonight. We are playing on hard, which is actually not that hard. I'm playing on hard as a warm-up. Have you ever played Dead Cells, Rojo? Or no? Never played this one? It's a fun game. It's a lot of fun. It's it gets very hard. There are, like I mentioned at the start of the stream, there are 6 difficulty levels. Normal, hard, very hard is the ones I have unlocked, and by the time you get to very hard, it gets, well, very hard. This is on hard, which is the 2nd difficulty. So it's just for kind of like a warm-up. Specialist shop. Responding to the most eccentric of demands for over 15 years and at least 8 updates now. This is where you can like spend gold to buy certain items. Like I think this lets you, it's an orb that lets you capture a skill. This is like a map item. I don't really use them that much, but it's here if you want it. Yeah, this is a roguelike, so if you go through this, expect, you know, the usual procedural generation. You die, you're dead, you have to restart the run. And you get a random assortment of items. Oh, it's another death orb. That is a better death orb. Plus 70% damage to a stun target. This is plus 80% damage to a poison target. I think the modifier on the first one is better, but it's not too big a deal. The base damage. And yeah, you have like you can hold up to, well, with my current loadout, you have 5 weapons. You have one in your backpack. You have a primary weapon. This is my sword. You have a shield, which you can hold. You can parry with it. You have your dodge roll, kind of like a Souls game. And then you have your skills. So like this is the death orb, and they have cooldowns on them. And on the first run through the game, you tend to not have like a lot of abilities. You unlock most of them as you go through. So like the downward smash I just did, this is an ability you unlock. Same with being able to like run up walls and shit. And I took damage, fuck. But it's a fun game. There's a lot to like about it. It's a game that I've played for, I've had it since 2019. It's been out since, I think it was out in like beta in 2017 or 2018. Oh yeah, and certain enemies like drop health, like this, like items you can eat for food, or food that you can eat for health. Words. On this difficulty, the game isn't like too difficult, but it's, I can't also just like cakewalk through it either, you know? Which way do I want to go? And like I play the game pretty slowly. Like I kind of mentioned this before, but there's kind of 2 approaches to the way you play this. You can either play it really slow and methodical, or you can play it quick and recklessly. You're trying to redo Urine CJ's rando seed, so you hope you can find shit. He was right though, Kokiri was beyond Gerudo Valley. Oh, you had to go out of logic to get to it? Now, if you're wondering why I'm not going that way, up that passageway, it's because that's DLC. I don't actually have the DLC, so. Yeah, but at the same time, once you get hookshot, it's in logic. That's fair. New sword. Broadsword 1+. That does do slightly more damage. That's a better sword. Oh, I should warp to this one. But it's been a while since I played this game, so I'm going to be pretty rusty at it. Most of my items are survival, but I could do tactics to get more HP. We'll do survival. What the hell is this? I've never seen this before. There's a lot. This is also since I haven't played this in a while. There's a lot of new shit that's been added to this game, so a lot of this is just going to be like, this is new to me. It's so menacing. Should I really search it? Oh, it's not like it's cursed or anything. Yeah. Kick it some more. I think that just cursed me. Pretty sure that did. Machete and pistol 1. Third attack uses the pistol to bump and inflict critical damage to nearby enemies. I can probably replace the shield. Let's see how that works. Oh, I see. You like... Does that do more damage? That does like a lot less damage. How about this? How about we keep the shield in the backpack? But yeah, that if you didn't know, that kind of cursed me. That's not great. I think it's a pretty easy to get rid of curse because it's just one. I think it means I just need to kill one enemy and the curse is lifted, but it's still not the best of times to be cursed. There's a few enemies here that I passed by though that I can go kill. There you go. Oh, and that got me an achievement. Because yes, I am so bad at this game that I've never survived a curse. Though, to be fair, I usually just don't take curses. Like, if you run into a cursed treasure chest, you don't have to take it. You can just avoid it. That's what I usually do. Like, and also you can break these doors down, but it will curse you. It will absolutely curse you if you break those doors down. Like, you can pay, and like money is pretty easy to come by in this game, so you probably should just pay if you want the item. I don't really care for that item though, so we're gonna leave it. There's also shops. And because of the perks I have, I can choose what skills I want from it. Apparently the same logic I taught you about air and dead hand works with Redead too. Oh yeah, like you can't be grabbed by them if you're in midair. Yeah. I've got the most survival, so we'll do survival skills. Wolf trap, vampirism, powerful grenade. Let's look at the wolf trap. Maybe. It does extra damage to a stunned target. That's actually not bad. I kind of like what I have now, though, so I'll save my money for later. And then there's multiple areas you can go to. Like, there's a whole branching path here. Nice. Oh, by the way, you bomb hovered the Snowhead yesterday. Nice. Did you use instant blast mask or actual bomb hovers? I assume instant blast mask, but nicely done either way. It's not easy to do. If I switch the map display like this, you can see like the progression of maps. So from the prisoner's quarters where you start, instant, you're not that good. Yeah, I probably am not that good. It takes too many hovers. You'd probably run out of bombs even if you had 40 bombs. From the prisoner's quarters, you can go to the toxic sewers, the promenade of the condemned, or this place, which is DLC, so I can't go there. So it's basically just these two. From the toxic sewers, you can go to the corrupted prison. From the promenade, you can go to the prison depths. And these are like optional, like extra areas. So you can go to them, or you can go straight from like promenade to the ramparts. It's generally a good idea to go to extra areas because they get you more upgrades and better items and stuff. There's the ramparts, the ossuary, the ancient sewers, this area, which I think is also DLC. I don't have any of the DLC for this game, so I'm just playing the base game. Black Bridge and Insufferable Crypt are bosses. Stilt Village, Slumbering Sanctuary, and the Graveyard. Clock Tower, the Forgotten Sepulchre, and the Cavern. And then the Clock Room, Guardian's Haven, those are also bosses. High Peak Castle and the Derelict Distillery. Upgrades make dead bays, yeah. And then the Throne Room, which is the final area. If you get to here and you beat the boss here, you've finished a run. But it's I don't think it's too hard to finish a run in this game. It's just at least on this difficulty. Once you get higher up in difficulties, it's definitely actually, you know what? I usually go to the sewers. I'm gonna go to the promenade this time. Slow and steady wins the race. So I fucked both of these up. I did not complete this in 2 minutes, and I did not defeat 30 enemies without taking damage. So I get cucked out of these doors. Yeah. Unfortunately. But then you can spend whatever cells you get in at the collector, which lets you like buy general upgrades, new traps, new grenades, powers, shit like that. I think there was one that I was already investing into, yeah. Heart of Ice. Survival mutation. Attacking a frozen, stunned, or rooted enemy at close range reduces skill cooldowns by 0.81 seconds. Works with both melee and ranged weapons. You can just put them in there. You can also reforge your modifiers on your weapons. You can upgrade them or you can reforge them. Like here, you can upgrade to plus quality, upgrade to plus quality here. Reforge modifiers. I don't know if I want to reforge any of these. I mean, I have the gold to spare, and you get a lot of gold in this game. I think I'll probably upgrade the broadsword. It's only a 1. I think I'll hold off. And then you get mutations here, where you can pick any of the mutations you've unlocked, and it's like kind of like a skill you just get. So there's stuff like this one, which saves you 1 time if you die while not cursed. You can't pick it up after you've selected your first mutation, so you can only get it for the first one, and you can't drop it at all. Like later on, you can re-roll your mutations to get different ones for the later game, but you can't drop this one. This one you'll have permanently, so I tend to not pick it if I don't need it. There's ones like Dead Inside, which increases your HP, but reduces the efficacy of all sources of healing by half. I usually like Soldier's Resistance because it just gives you good HP and it scales with survivability. And HP is kind of important. And you can talk to the NPCs, but they don't really do much. Funny, they look a little like me. Oh. That's because the main character here is technically he's this goo ball thing. He's this. Oh, did I see you put the mail scene into a still image? I did see that. I hate mail! I fucking cracked up laughing at that. But yeah, technically the main character in this game is this goo ball, and he's just possessing like a dead body. So. And there's a flask here, but I don't actually need it, so I can just turn it into money. $5 from me. But yeah, this game's a lot of fun. It's a chill game. I've put quite a few hours into it, actually. The secret zone. Ooh. The music in it's really good. The atmosphere in the game is really good. Double secret zone. It's a lot of fun to try and beat the game without taking damage. Or beat certain areas at least without taking damage. I fucking said that in stream again today when you got an objective for the ghosts. Nice. But yeah, once you start like going in this game, you can start like schmoving. You can start doing some cool shit. If you notice, I also get when I combo enemies, I get a speed boost. There's also modifiers you can do that will give you a larger speed boost. Schmoving like the wind, yeah. And there's also special doors that are only open when you're on higher difficulties like this. And there's damage, lots of it. I also think I'm gonna switch back to my shield, because the pistol isn't really all that great. Oh shit, really? You mean the speed boost? Yeah, you get a speed boost when you combo enemies. It's the little arrow above my head right now. That hurt. That was not good. Oh well. Oh, a shop. We got more survival than anything, so we'll do survival weapons. Nutcracker 4+. That is quite a bit better DPS. Inflicts a critical hit if the victim is stunned, frozen, or rooted. Plus 20% damage can be interrupted by enemies' attack. Victims burn when they die. That's a pretty good weapon right there. That I like a lot. The Frost Blast 4 freezes enemies in front of you, no damage if target is already frozen. And the Frontline Shield 4+. Absorbs 75% damage, plus 95% damage. Melee attacks inflict 50% extra damage for 6 seconds after a successful parry. Attacking just after a parry inflicts plus 300% damage. That's actually really good. I think I'm gonna get both of these, because that's a lot more damage compared to the broadsword. I can recycle it, and I'll get the shield for that to replace the ice shield. The only thing about this is it's slow as fuck. So you gotta be careful about it. Also, I really am not using my traps very much, even though I've got like decent traps like that. That can just shred the enemies. Really should use them more. Oh, and another shop. I kind of just bought what I need, so let's do random. It's another Nutcracker. That one's, I think, just objectively worse. It's very similar, but it's worse, yeah. A Sadist Stiletto 4+. And Valmont's Whip, which if you couldn't tell, that's a reference to Castlevania. It's like the Belmont's Whip. But I'm not really a big fan of that weapon, so I'll leave it. Alright, that's all that had down there, so we'll go back up to the surface. Fire grenade. That's not really all that great. I think we're gonna just recycle that. And a Sinew Slicer 2+. I kind of like the skills I have now, so I'll keep what I got. Yeah, later on when you get later into this game, you can really start schmoving a lot. Ice Crossbow 2+. It freezes the enemy, ammo +3. Powerful grenade, which I think I'll take the crossbow and put it in my Oh right, because crossbows you can't. Right, crossbows take up both your slots. I forgot. Piercing shot 2+. Fires piercing bolts, inflicting critical hits, and returning bolts lodged in frozen enemies. I think I'm not gonna take it then. then it's just gonna get recycled. I can't store it in my backpack, unfortunately. I would have kept it as like a backup weapon, but oh. I didn't even realize that was there. Damn. Statue of the King of the Island. How could he see anything with a helmet on? Who knows? And that was what I was trying to avoid, but he climbed up the wall into the spikes. Let me heal. Oh, my fucking weapons are swapped. That's dumb. Yeah, in this game, learning how to use a shield is actually very good. When I first played this, I was only doing like dodge rolls, but learning how to use a shield is very good. Especially for the harder difficulties. Like you'll want a shield. Learning how to use a shield is very crucial to actually doing well at this game. Let's see, brutality or survival. All my weapons are survival, so. Here, let's do this. That worked really well. That didn't, however. And this is what I get for being so out of practice in this game. But it's the kind of thing where, like, after playing for a little bit, it'll come back to me. And see, if you look here, there's 2 dots on this door. So that's for very hard only, so I actually can't get in there. So. What I should be doing is using more fucking skills. Because I just fucking passively fire like this. Like that one does, at least. As long as I'm in range of it. Swift Sword 2+. Inflicts critical hit if you have an active speed buff. Plus 100% damage inflicted on enemies, plus 100% damage taken. I don't like that. We're gonna get rid of that. That's a bad weapon. That's the, yeah, double damage for both you and the enemy. Not the best. Okay, skills. Most of my skills are survival, but I tend to not really like the survival skills, so we're gonna random. Crusher 4+. Double-edged blade, yes. It's effective against the enemies, but it's also effective against you. So it's not good. Slows down, then violently crushes enemies caught in its zone. Shoots arrows when destroyed. Arrows stuck in enemies come back. And then another one, which does extra damage to frozen and rooted targets. I don't really like any of these. We're gonna leave the shop. We're gonna leave the shop alone. I don't think I've missed anything. But yeah, I was kind of in the mood to play this because I was like, for a while I'd been in a mood to start streaming Hades. But I felt like it'd be better to start with something that I'm more familiar with first. So I was like, this is probably better to start with. More survival maybe? You generally want to like pump as much as you can into one of the 3 stats. But also, like, the more you pump into it, the less HP you get from it. So, like, I have the most survival, so it only gives me 24%. But I have only 1 in tactics, so it gives me 50% HP. But yeah, I'll do survival. True. PH. Apparently, the new horror game you play, Morvo said, fuck no, he's never gonna play it. You're gonna save your points and for it on his channel. That's what I've been doing. I've been saving my points to make him play, like, some bullshit. Hey, what's up, Tommy JT? Hope you're having a good night. We're just chilling here playing some Dead Cells. Welcome to the chat. Hope your night or day or whatever it is for you is going well. That worked out. That was a little chaotic, but it worked out. You understand anything of English? Oh. Unfortunately, that is the only language I speak. You're from Argentina? Yeah, unfortunately, English is the only language I know. I know, like, a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to speak in it, and I don't know most other languages. I'm from the US. We don't really teach other languages very much. So, unfortunately. Regardless, I still hope you're having a good night. Even if you can't understand what I'm saying. Vampirism 2, we're gonna get rid of that shit. Let's see. I guess we want to put in the tactics, because I'm not really using brutality for anything, and tactics is just more HP. There's a 3 door that we can't get through. And this will be into survival again. Oh. That's Explorer's Instinct. That's all the map revealed. Let's see. There's a pathway here. There's 2 more pathways up there. There's a 4 door right there. This leads to the prison depths. That's probably where I'm gonna go, but let's go back to the surface and do the rest. You don't need to, like, fully clear each area, but I tend to like to. A young woman. Prisoner 6541. She's clutching something in her fist. It is a Sapphire Amulet 3, which trades out the survivability from my current one to tactics, but reduces damage from projectiles by 75%. You wonder, can you glitch over Gerudo Gate to Haunted Wasteland? There is ways to do it. Usually I think you have to... You know where the crate is with the piece of heart as child, right? You have to go up there, then you're gonna kind of have to like walk on the cliffside and kind of hover a bit. But yeah, you can get over it. At least as adult you can. I don't know if you can as child. But yeah, we'll take that because of the... No, I wanted to recycle. You can do that, but it's not, I will not lie to you, it's not an easy trick. But as child, I don't know if you can do it as child. I would assume that you can, but probably not easily. Man, am I glad the parry timing is lenient in this game. Let's see. That leads to an area, and this leads to an area. I mean, I assume if you can bomb hover, you probably can get past it as child. I've only seen it done as adult though. This leads to the ossuary, which is not a fun place. You try to use the hover cheat, but it's not inputting correctly. Oh. And this area up here probably is the ramparts. Yes, the ramparts. We don't want to go to the ramparts, though. We want to go to the prison depths. Yeah, it works great for Project 64 with MM, but not OOT. I did not get the 60. I got up to 53 kills without taking damage, but not the 60. So womp womp. Let me go ahead and put my cells into... Oh, and unlock this. Heart of Ice. Attacking a frozen, stunned, or rooted enemy at close range reduces skill cooldowns by 1 second. Works with both melee and ranged weapons. Okay, so now I gotta find something else to put in my cells into. Restock. Refreshes a shop's stocks at a very reasonable price. Hunter's Mirror. That's like an item that lets you find certain items. This is like if you're like try-harding to like 100% complete the game and like get all the upgrades. This lets you like look for specific items more easily, basically. But there's a lot of weapons in this game. Like I don't even have half of them, probably. Scheme. Your next melee attack after using a skill inflicts plus 230 damage. Masochist. Trap damage is capped at 10% of your max HP. When hit by a trap, your movement speed increases by 20% for 20 seconds. There's also outfits. There's a bunch of outfits. I haven't unlocked like any of the outfits. There's just a bunch of them. There's like a fuck ton of them. What? This one's only like one. Why not? Knight's outfit. An exotic armor from another universe. Sure. To change your outfit, you must go to the tailor's place located near the starting room. So I can't change it mid-run, but we'll go for the Hunter's Mirror. Why not? This might be where I reforge stuff. This lets me upgrade it to plus quality. Nutcracker 4++. Increases your movement speed for 5 seconds after killing an enemy, plus 20% damage. Victims burn with it. That's a really good modifier. We'll do the shield too. Critical hits are plus 20% damage. That's also really good. The rest I think I'll leave unupgraded. And I get another mutation. I'm mostly doing survival, so I should look at my survival mutations. Successful parries reduce skill cooldowns by 3.2. The attack following a successful parry inflicts extra damage. Enemies suffered DPS while they're slowed down. That's the one I just got. Recover a percentage of your HP after killing an enemy up to a maximum of 50%. Recover 2.4% HP after parrying a melee attack. Since this is going to be the shield run, we're going to get that. We're going to be parrying a lot. And that potion I actually do need, so we're going to take it. All right, and this is one of the new areas. This is the bank. The few times I've been here, I've died terribly. So we can go to the bank, or we can head on to the prison depths. Bank. We're doing bank. Expect death. This is like a super new area. They must have added this in only like one of the last few updates. It was not in the game the last time I played it. These people died of waiting for too long. It must have been such a drag. No bank teller this time. Security doesn't seem to be their strong suit. Let's take the key, I guess. You can also borrow money from the bank. But I'm pretty sure if you do, it makes the enemies in here harder. At least that's what I theorize. Red Pass, the first accreditation level in the bank for interns and tellers. And of course, elevator music. And as you can see, this is a very big map. I can pay that. Oh, fucking hell. That was a lot of explosions. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage. That's, I heard a lot from that. And this is what I'm saying about I should be using my skills more. Like that. Why fight the enemies when you can have your skills do it for you? Oh yeah, this guy's not terrifying. Yeah, I'm sort of kind of getting my ass kicked a little bit here. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Who needs HP anyway? A wolf trap or a frontline shield? I think my shield's better. Yeah, mine definitely is. I could maybe take the wolf trap. That synergizes really well with the death orb because it does extra damage to poison and it generates a toxic cloud, but yeah, sure. Oh yeah, and this is a mimic. If I try to buy anything here, this dude's gonna turn into a mimic. I'm like fairly positive. And they are not fun to fight. Like I will probably lose more than 50% of my HP. I could borrow money to we'll come back to this if I really need the health. But that's not a good idea right now. I also noticed that I passed by, I think, an elite down here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, we're just gonna let this happen a little bit. Because I really don't want to get fucked up by this guy. Oh, that doesn't go through walls. Rip. Alright, fine. Alright. Cheesed him a little bit, but yeah, we can work with that. Minus 5% damage received. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75%. Downward smash attacks. That's just better in every way. And what the fuck is this? I can't even read it all in the fucking menu. Thunder Shield 3L absorbs a 57% damage, which is less than the 75%. But that's only when you're like holding the shield up. That's like, if you parry, you block all damage. Plus 158% damage. Inflicts 145 electric DPS in front of you for 8 seconds when blocking. Or all around you after a successful parry. Use again to stun all nearby enemies. Inflicts 145 shock DPS around you for 3 seconds. Poison enemies blocked with a parry. Colorless. Absorbs plus 7% of damage when held up. Critical hits are plus 20% damage. Victims burn when they die. I don't actually think this is all that great. We can put it in the backpack. Is that all this area is? Yes, sirree. We are done with this part at least. So I guess we will hop back on the elevator of fun. There's a bunch of different doors we can choose from too. Though this one needs the green pass, so I can't actually go through there yet. I only have the red pass, so that's this one. Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, a lot of the enemies in here are very tough. And most of them have a lot of money. They drop a lot of money. I mean, that's fitting for a place called the Bank. I really gotta use my shield more. Ow. Because that is what is going to save me in this run, is actually utilizing my shield. Ow. Well, that's me out of heals. And that was why I was like, I knew going to the bank was a mistake. Ow, that hurt a lot. Definitely want to make sure that I'm parrying enemies so that I can recover as much health as I can. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Here, take that. That works. What the fuck is this? Oh, those are spikes. Yeah, well, I saw that coming. Maybe let's not go to the prison or the bank this time. Oh well, we'll just call that a warm-up. And for now, we will definitely still leave the difficulty on just hard. Independent Legends. The strange book tells the tale of heroes from other worlds. Some of its cryptic sentences seem to be providing clues, but for what? This page is titled Blasphemous. Cause this flask in your head is bad for your health. Okay, I guess. This one is called Hyperlight Drifter. Oh, these are like other games. It tells the tale of a man in a drifter outfit and his reliable sword. And clear as day. The subject here is Hollow Knight. How much can you bounce? Bounce, but how? Guacamelee, a story about the savior of the Mexiverse that fought countless undead wrestlers barehanded and footed. I'm always up for a good fight. And Curse of the Dead Gods. It says that a seasoned explorer knows not to get hit by those nasty traps once. Who could have thought? This part is titled Skull. Have you heard of the tomb of that foreign little boy? Not until now. Yoink. Alright, what are we starting with this time? I see the fucking 2 times damage on that one at the end. I don't want that one for sure. The first one kind of looks the most appealing this time. The first or second one. We'll go with the first. And Pure Nail 1, which this is the I think this is a weapon based on Hollow Knight, actually. Can attack while moving and upward. Attacking downward while airborne will cause you to bounce on your enemies, dealing critical damage. Yeah, that's Hollow Knight, all right. We'll grab the Ice Grenade. We'll grab the Crusher. Greed Shield 1. A successful parry knocks out enemies' teeth, 1 per enemy, and transforms arrows into gold. Poisons enemies blocked with a parry. Yeah, sure. Then we've got the Infantry Bow, which I really like bows in this game. It's a hard choice to choose between a bow and a shield. Because shields are like really good if you know how to use them, but bows are also a lot of fun. Inflicts a critical hit at close range. Actually, I think I'll do that, and I'll put this in the backpack. All right, that should be good. Let's go. How about we do... That is not what I wanted. There we go. Ow. Not really used to using this weapon. I've not used it very much. So, you can, like, attack while moving, which is weird. You can also attack upward and downward in midair. You can bounce on enemies with it. Like in Hollow Knight. I guess brutality. Or we should do survival for HP. Just to start with. I want a chest. Knife Dance 2. No. Yeah, this time I don't think we'll be heading to the bank. That area is maybe a little too difficult for my liking. Oh, a big med kit. We will leave that there. And a death orb. I don't think that's better than any of these. I'm pretty sure that what I have now is probably better, so we'll just recycle it. That leads to the toxic sewers. I guess the only other way now is to go down. Good thing I did not land next to that door, because that would have broken the door and got me cursed. And I really don't want to be cursed. Actually, I'll pay for this. What is that? I know this does less damage than the Crusher, but I do like how you can just let it shoot things. So I'll keep it. I should be using the bow more like this. Because it does critical when you're close to it, the enemy. As well as, you know, having range so you can shoot it from far away. Broadsword. I do like the broadsword a lot, though it is a little slow. I think I'll take that for my main melee weapon. Yeah, bows in this game are actually a lot of fun. It's also fun to do like trap-based builds where you like only use skills. Spartan sandals. I don't actually like this weapon that much, so we're just gonna convert it to money. But yeah, like trap-based builds where you're only using your skills are a lot of fun too. That's the DLC area, so we will turn back from that. These are weapons, so we can do random. Ice shards, machete and pistol 3+. That might be better actually. It's not better damage than my broadsword, but we already have a greed shield. But I'll pass on that. Let's see. Brutality would give me the most HP, but I guess survival again. Is this another curse thing? A weird altar. Look at these strange little men holding it. What is this? Face Flask 1. Inflicts 5 damage for 0.2 seconds. Crush a flask on your forehead, dealing low damage to yourself. What? Why would you do that? Why? But why, though? Why would you want to deal damage to yourself? Okay, we've now explored everywhere. And if there aren't any more enemies, I think I'm actually one enemy shy of getting the bonus, unfortunately. It's 30, and I'm at 29 kills. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And here's the specialist shop again. I don't see any more enemies on the map, so I'm assuming that we have lost that. Are we full health? We should go grab the med kit over here. Left it for a reason. And this is Promenade over here, I think? No, it's Toxic. I'll go Toxic Sores this time. The fun thing about this is that while each run starts the same, you can always go to different areas and change up the run quite a bit. Here, we'll just put it in the Hunter's Mirror for now. Reforging. Nah, these are too low level. I don't really want to reforge any of these. For my mutation, I'm gonna grab, Soldier's Resistance again. And I don't actually need the flask, so let's turn it into money. See, the Toxic Sewer is full of lots of poison goo. Very difficult if you want to get the, kill X amount of enemies without taking damage, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of poison goo just all over the place. Though having a bow like that helps a bit. Generally, just playing cautiously in this game helps a lot. If you're trying to get the, killing a certain amount of enemies. Like, it's pretty important to make sure that you're not, Yep, there we go. I'm taking damage anyway. Ow. Definitely important to make sure that you're not just, you know, slamming down into a pool of acid or poison or whatever. And also use your skills more, because that's something I really don't do enough. Something I really don't use a lot. More survival. And there I land in the poison. So thankfully you can kind of land in the poison very briefly and not get poisoned. And also, yeah, your ranged weapons can run out of ammo, which is not great. Infantry grenade 3 plus. I think we'll just turn that into some money. Oh yeah, and you can interact with this. This is a thing from earlier. This is like where you get one of your upgrades on your first playthrough. And he flips them off. You get one of the... I forget which rune it is, but you get one of the runes from that earlier on. Alright, come on. Boop. YOLO. It actually said YOLO on screen. Alright, brutality would be nice for just for the HP. It's like a lot of HP, but tactics would be better for the weapon I'm using. Or sort of like survival would be better. Tactics would be good for the bow. I think I can do brutality for this. And I will take that medikit in a sec. Do my work for me, thing. You did your job amicably. Guess we'll keep going down. Big treasure chest. Is that a better bow? The quick bow 4+. That is better damage. Inflicts a critical hit if the target has 3 or more arrows stuck in its body. That's way better. It's also super quick. This is one of my favorite bows to get in the game. Actually. You can just fucking unload on enemies with it. That was an easy elite. Golden Amulet 5. Yeah, that's just better. And that's my my 30 kills right there, which means I will get a bonus room at least. The quick bow is a lot of fun to use. That actually may become my main weapon for a while here. Oh, and a crowbar. This is actually, I think, from in reference to Half-Life. Crowbar 4+. The damage is... The crit damage is really good, actually, but the base damage is less than the broadsword. Inflicts critical hits when hitting bestial enemies or for 8 seconds after destroying a door. Extra damage to a stunned target. I think I'll what do I have in my backpack? I've got the shield. I'll put it in the backpack. All right. Continue onward we go. Vampirism 3+ or a Giant Killer 3+. Inflicts a critical hit if the victim is an elite, enemy, or a boss. See, that is really good damage on bosses, but it's not great for its own... Like, it's not... The base damage isn't as good as the broadsword. It's also really slow. It's another really slow-ass weapon like the broadsword. Extra damage to frozen and electrified targets. I think I'll just recycle it. I don't really want the vampirism either. I don't really like the powers too much. And that's just a bomb. This would be a shop for skills. I should be looking for survival skills. Let's look at that. A wolf trap 5+. That's actually pretty good. A better ice grenade or a death orb 5. Let me take a look at the ice grenade. Same base damage. Minus 4% damage received. Freezes. Slowdown after thaw is 2 times longer. The victim's remains explode. How much is this? 3,300. I can afford that. I can upgrade my ice grenade. I think I'll keep what I have. Here's the ramparts entrance. I should go back this way a bit because there's a scroll down here. Okay, so between tactics and brutality, we want tactics for the bow. A body in prisoner's clothes. Maybe he tried to escape through the sewers? He's got lots of wounds, but he doesn't seem to be infected. Oh, money. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace while I take your money. I don't quite get what these crates are doing here, but so be it. Oh, and a weapon. A Nutcracker 3+. That is better than the broadsword, I think. Victims slow down all nearby enemies when they die. Plus 20% damage. Yeah, that's better. Oh, and there's more. Trail of green goo. Still this trail on the ground. Okay, then. I kind of don't like where we're going here. I feel like there's going to be some kind of goo monster. Whatever this thing is, it's pretty obvious that it grew. Or evolved. Or mutated. In any case, I've got a bad feeling about this. Cocoon. Yeah. That thing didn't waste any time getting out of here. Must be a cute and cuddly little thing by now. Love the fucking sarcasm. Okay. Alright. I should head over there. Yeah, just rapid fire the bow whenever things get hairy. A Crusher 3+. Nah. Yeah, just spam it. Spam the bow lots. Oh, I should go back down here then. I thought this was just gonna be like a secret little item or something. Okay, that is my 60 kills. I seem to be doing much better this run though. That's probably jinxing it. Tactics. Yeah, no. Here. Yeah, take that. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that looks like about it for this tunnel. There is a bunch of areas I didn't go over here, so. Now we'll head up here. That leads to the corrupted prison. That's probably where we're gonna go. Isn't really a close warp to the enemies here. There's a med kit that we could use. Yeah, I guess we just want to warp over there, then. Sucks there's no close, like, warp points to this area. And I'll come back for the medkit. May as well save it for when I leave the area. I'm not really concerned about time here anyway. What is this? Oiled sword 3+. Damage isn't that great. Douses enemies with inflammable oil and inflict critical hits during the 10 seconds after hitting the enemy on fire. Shoots an arrow upward, plus 75% damage on rooted targets. We're just gonna not. Alright, what's down here? Things that I don't want to deal with. Lots of things that I don't want to deal with. Thankfully, with the bow, I don't have to. Alright, and this leads to the ancient sewers. Like I said earlier, I think I want to go to the corrupted prison, because that's the extra area. Let me check, just to be sure. Yeah, corrupted prison is like an extra area that you can go to on the way to the ancient sewers, so... That's where we'll be heading after we go grab the med kit. May as well top off our health. Give herself the best odds of success. I think that's everything on the map. Oh no, there's a few enemies up here I didn't kill. May as well just go do it. Why not? This one looks like a secret passageway that I just blatantly ignored. Maybe not here, but over here then? Like straight up from here? Yeah, I see it here. It's another one of these. A face flask 3+. Inflicts 5 damage. Crush a flask on your forehead, dealing low damage to yours. Again, why? We're just gonna recycle that then. And the other one is down here. We just didn't go down this this pit. Okay, that should be it. Now we can finally get out of here. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I like to think, but I'm also probably just slow as shit at this game. We actually got the door, too. Gets us some money, some cells, and some weapons. A Nutcracker 5+. Better base damage, plus 20% damage. You cannot be interrupted by attacks. Launches a grenade. I think the modifiers on the one I have currently, victims slow down all nearby enemies when they die, is a bit better, but infantry grenade 5+, 80% damage to a poison target, spreads oil, or death orb 5+, extra damage to a stun target and frozen target. We'll upgrade with the nutcracker. All right, let's just put all the cells into this. We'll reforge the modifiers on these, or upgrade them to ++. Increases your movement speed for 5 seconds after killing an enemy. That's very good. I like that a lot. Plus 30% damage to a slowed down target. That's good. We'll do the ice grenade too, because it's pretty good. Enemies hit by this will thaw more slowly. That's good too. That's like extra, like they thaw like super slowly then. Mutation, we're doing survival again, so, but we're not doing parrying, so we're not using a shield, really. I think actually I want ammo. Ammo is pretty good because it just doubles the ammo for your ranged weapons. And I actually don't need this, so I can recycle it. And on to the corrupted prison we go. The guards are the first to succumb unless no one noticed the difference in the prisoners. Oh. This is a cursed treasure chest. If you open it, you get cursed, and you have to kill 10 enemies to not be cursed. So we're just gonna leave that. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna open it. Ow. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we're kind of switching to using the bow as our main weapon. Ow. Motherfucker. Alright, those guys are being protected by some asshole up here. Ow. Definitely not getting any rewards for getting through without killing enemies in this one. Le croissant. And if you're wondering why like the appearance of food is like changing, it's because I have it set to random. So like it changes from, I think, area to area even. It's not even run to run, it's area to area. I'll take the croissant. Ow. That is not something I should be dodging by rolling away from. Clearly that doesn't work. At the very least in this area, I don't have to worry about like poison water like I do in the other areas. Or the last area I was in. These are skills. Give me survival skills. Vampirism, A crusher, another ice grenade. I think mine's better at this point. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Ow. Oh, a challenge area. Challenge rift. We'll do the challenge rift. I know it's not going to be fun, but let's do it. Golden Amulet 5. It changes out survival for, survival for tactics. But I lose my damage from projectiles, which I like to have, so we're just gonna recycle this. Oh, hey Ro, what's up? You still chilling here? Let's see, I'm tempted to grab tactics. I'm using the bow a lot more, but tactics or survival both are good for this. I'll do tactics. Why not? Yes. Lots of spike traps here. How are we gonna do this? Like that, I guess. Yeah, no. I'm gonna heal just to make sure that I don't die in this. Okay, so I can't go through here. And now that these are spike traps that raise up when you walk over them, so let's not get hit by them. And those are fake floors that like to fall out from underneath you. Cool. Okay, we made it out of the rift. Oh, they're protected by another freaking one of these guys. Those ice grenades definitely help a lot for this. The big guys that I'm fighting here. No, I'll go through. What is this? Scythe Claw 4L. The damage is okay, but not great. Inflicts a critical hit if you previously used the other claw. Oh, it's a 2 thing. Oh, I see. It takes both your slots. So you're, I guess, encouraged to alternate between them. Victims root nearby enemies for 2 seconds. Colorless. Victims release a toxic cloud when each hit. Plus 20% damage. Cannot be interrupted. Shoots an arrow. While the other one, victims slow down all nearby enemies when they die. Plus 20% damage. The victims remain. This seems really good. Like, it seems like quite good. Maybe I'll try it. Oh, it's fucking slow as shit. Nah, we're gonna stick with what we got. Unfortunately, getting recycled. I don't think I've seen that weapon before. And my weapons are swapped again, because Of course they are. Oh, and then we get a choice here. We get to choose what door we open. I'm gonna go for the bottom one. As an Impaler 3 and a Crusher 3. Inflicts critical hits if the victim is up against a wall. Nah, the damage on that's kind of bad. I don't really like either of these. Ostensibly, this should be better than this one. Maybe I should replace this. Also, self-synergizes because it does extra damage to a poison target and also generates a toxic cloud, so it just does extra damage. Yeah, we'll grab that. And I think that's everything here. Oh, well, there's this. This is just the alternate path, right? I think this lets me go to the ramparts if I don't want to go to the other area over here, which is the ancient sewers. We'll go to the ramparts. I think the ramparts is a very cool looking area. Already nearly have that unlocked. Cool. I don't think we need to reforge any modifiers. Nah, we're good for now. Alright, mutations. So we got like a mix of like tactics and survival. We have very little brutality, so that's not really the best pick. Vengeance isn't bad though. Barbed tips doesn't sound too bad for bow. Skill cooldown. Actually, Hunter's Instinct doesn't sound bad either. And point blank. Alienation. Reducing a curse restores 5% HP, but increases the number of kills required to lift the curse by 50%. That doesn't sound good. Critical hits reduce skill cooldowns by 0.24 seconds. Is that more than this? No. Velocity. We'll grab Hunter's Instinct. I'm cool with that. And we'll also top off since we got a full restore here for our potion or health flask or whatever it's called. It's basically a potion. You know what it is. Just like blood vials and Bloodborne are just blood potions. Yeah, the music in this area is quite good. Though, I mean, the music in this game in general is just fantastic. This game's got very good music. Yeah, get down here, assholes. Come on. There we go. Oh, scroll. I get more... The HP from both these are about the same. It's really just, do I want to up my main weapon and my traps or my bow? I'm kind of like splitting between the both of them, and that's not good. You kind of want to just invest in one. You want to have like one of these be really, really, really high and the other two be really low. I guess brutality is kind of the low one for this run at least, but we're gonna go with tactics. And a chest. Valmont's Whip 4+. Damage is kind of meh. Ignores shields. I mean, it's better than the quick bow, but the quick bow also, like, fires very quickly. Ignores, and also long range. Ignores shields, inflicts a critical hit at the tip of the whip, strikes the enemy, extra damage to a frozen target. Now we'll recycle that. That's a 2-door, so I can't go through there. Ow. Ow. Well, there goes my good kill streak. I think at this point it's kind of too late to get the kills required. I don't think there's enough enemies on the map. You can only really afford to fuck it up like right at the beginning. Which, I mean, admittedly, I am pretty close to the beginning, but that's still, I think, too many enemies killed. Not to mention having to play perfectly from this point onward. Oh. Another challenge rift? Yeah, that's not gonna be good. We're doing it anyway. Because I make poor life decisions. That's definitely a lot more health, but I think we're leaning to tactics at this point. That swaps out a survival for a brutality, which is, I guess, more HP, but it's basically the same otherwise. Like, it's exactly the same. I'd rather have the tactics or the survival, so we'll controller. Why? Okay, give me a sec. Controller decided to disconnect again for some arbitrary I guess good that didn't happen while I was actually playing. There we go, reconnected. Don't know why that happened. Oh. Let's heal just to make sure we don't die in the challenge rift. These traps do a lot of damage. Okay, well, we made it through there. Not pretty, but we did make it through. Yeah. Definitely not doing well here. Let's just go back up. And I guess we should just keep pumping into tactics, because why not? Let's make the bow uber good. Ow. I guess more tactics. We're just gonna go all in on tactics at this point, I guess. Oh, what's that? More tactics? Okay. Oh, in a shop. These are weapons. I guess we want tactics weapons. That'll mostly be bows. There's one bow. Sadist Stiletto, 5+, inflicts a critical hit if target is bleeding or poisoned. That's not all that great. It's, I mean, better DPS than the bow, but... Nah. Spartan Sandals, 5+. And then the explosive crossbow, which will take up both slots if I buy it. Explosive crossbow, 5+. Damage on it is good. Bolts explode in the area of effect. Any enemy hit by a bolt suffers a critical wound. Plus 20% damage. Cannot be interrupted by enemies' attack. Biters crawl from the dead. Cross hit, 5+. Hit him with the crossbow. I think we're gonna just leave that for now. I think we're good. I believe that's all that's down here, too. Yep, sure looks like it. Yeah, come on, slide down. That is not the kind of, slide down I meant. But okay. And we're fine. Ow. Should probably heal just to make sure I'm not gonna die. That's 3, so I can't go through there. Oh, and a carrot. I can heal from that. Ow. Thought I was out of range. And Topaz Amulet 5. So guess what was hidden on the Empisculptal again? Grudo card? Was it Grudo card again? If so, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible luck. Yep. That's awful. That's really terrible. That's awful, man. Poisons enemies that wounds you, emits a toxic cloud when you take damage. So basically the same. 900, that's 800, then get that one. Is the door open? We'll eat the carrot, why not? Carrots are good for your eyesight, you know. Let's see. I'd like it if we could complete at least one run today. Well, there is the next area. That's Blackbridge. But there's more we can do on the surface, so. There we go. Fully explored. There's one enemy I missed at the beginning. Though I don't think that'll really much matter. Yeah, having a Grotto card on that Skulltula again freaking sucks. I assume that means you can now proceed in the seed. Bro. I assume that's what was blocking you up. Let's be stupid and do more tactics and just have no HP. Because I like not having HP. Logically, yeah. An ice grenade. That is worse than the one I have. So give me the money instead. That's the seed that you and CJ are doing, right? You're doing it together. Order of the King. Another order from the king to his officers. If the cells are overpopulated, use the outdoor jails or the oubliettes. Oui? Ah, I see. Leave no suspects unsupervised. Okay, then. Yeah, no. Fuck, it's an ice trap. What, the Gerudo card? Wow, what are the odds of that being an ice trap? Holy shit. Because the one that you and I did together, that was where Gerudo card was. The fact that it's a fucking ice trap that looks like Gerudo card is like... The odds of that are fucking crazy. Alright, I think that's everything. That looks to be everything here. Do I really want to go back to the beginning and kill that one enemy? Just out of spite? It's all the way back at the beginning. I'll just shoot him. Shoot him with the bow. The bow that I've got like fucking a billion shots for. Okay, so it's below me. Ah. Or that works too. All right, let's go to Blackbridge. I think that's the only area to go to. At least from the ramparts. Cells are a rare and precious resource. Almost worth dying for. Yeah, I fucking did terrible in that area. Of course I didn't get that. Oh, I have enough to get this. Hunter's Mirror. Unlocks a mirror near the scribe that may come in handy during your hunts. What to get next? I guess we can just start getting, like, whatever items we want now. I have, like, a lot of these that I just haven't upgraded at all or put anything into. How about the Spite Sword? Melee weapon brutality. Inflict a critical hit if you took damage less than 8 seconds ago or if you're cursed. A rusty weapon that reveals its power when things get tough. We can just get that right away. And then we can just start putting into something else. Boomerang. How about we do that? Comes back to you automatically. Old Faithful. And when you unlock a weapon for the first time, you do actually get one of it. Leveled to like where you are in the run, at least. Spite Sword 5. The damage on it isn't actually that bad. Though, you only get a critical hit if you take damage while using it, so that's not great. Colorless, plus 70% damage to a stun target and spreads oil. Nah. I'll just get rid of it. I think we're good on modify. Maybe we could do the modifiers on the. I have the money for it for sure. I'll go ahead and get the Crusher upgraded. Hard to see you could reforge a grenade or a bow with a tool like that. Very slipshod game design. Just fucking insulting. So, with 1,000 gold, you can reset your mutations. Generally, it's not advisable to do so until you're later on in the game. But you can grab, like, Like, generally, one you'll grab later is like this, dead inside, because that increases your HP by 50%, which is huge. You'll want to have big HP at the end of the run. Instinct of the Master Arms is pretty good. Velocity's fun to have. I usually like to go for, like, dead inside. Ammo's good if I'm using bows. Soldier resistance is always good just because it gives you lots of HP. Or a good amount, at least. But there's a lot of mutations. There's a lot of combinations you could do. But I'll leave it as is. And we get just one flask. So this is a boss. This is the concierge. I believe we're fighting here. And I haven't fought him in a while, so we're gonna fucking die. Here, well, let's... Ow. I'd like that ice grenade back, please. Thank you. Ow. Give me the ice grenade, please. Thank you. Ow. Ow. Okay, we're gonna heal. Okay, he's dead. That wasn't too bad. That could have been better. You get a lot of money. Spite Sword 5. That's the one we just unlocked too. This one's kind of trash. Plus 40% damage on electrified targets. We can put that in the backpack, I guess, because the crowbar at this point it's pretty. Actually, it's not bad still. But it's a 4+. I guess we'll keep the crowbar. Just recycle that. And a powerful grenade 5+. Plus 15% damage. Plus 40% damage on electrified targets. We're gonna keep the ice grenade because I like freezing shit. Yeah, and so this one is for, I think, not taking damage at all. Condition, take no damage in the previous level. Yeah, you have to do that fight without taking damage, which I've done before, but it's definitely hard to do. Now we've got this guy, which is the legendary forge, which lets us put ourselves into permanent upgrades, basically. So, like, I already have some of these done, as you can see. I put 500 cells into this. Investing cells permanently increases the drop rate of high-quality items. 100% of items found will be of plus quality. And then I put more into this, which needs 3,000 total. Items will be of plus quality as I put more in. But it's still right now at 0%, so... this guy only appears once you've, after every boss, basically. Like, that's the only time the legendary forge appears, so... And then the normal, collector also appears. Please do not break that door. Okay. Let me top off then. I believe there are 2 areas I can go from here. There's this one, which is the Slumbering Sanctuary. Which... I remember being a pretty cool area. There's this, which is Stilt Village, and then there's... Fractured... I think Fractured Shrines is another DLC area. I'm, like, fairly positive. Let me check. Yeah, it's one I don't have here, so I don't think I can go to it. Or if I can... I don't want to go to it this run, at least. We'll just go Stilt Village. That's probably the... I wouldn't say easiest, but it's the default passageway you go through. This area always reminds me of Bloodborne. Reminds me of the fishing hamlet from Bloodborne. Oh, chest right away. Cool. Frost Blast 5+. Freezes enemies in front of you, no damage if the target is already... Oh, well, that's actually kind of good. I could replace the Nutcracker with that and then use the bow and that. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die and the extra damage to a bleeding... I'm okay with that. I'll keep the Nutcracker in the backpack, though. I also want to swap these, so the bow is this, and... that gives me a quick freeze. That's like an emergency button to, freeze enemies. Ow, okay. Well, at least it happened early on. At least it took damage right away. Brutality or survival? Survival kinda isn't doing much for me anymore, except for health. I guess brutality for the HP. Sapphire Amulet 6. Gives me the extra damage received. It gives me an extra brutality one, which is good. It doesn't give me the damage from projectiles, though. Downward smash attacks cover the ground with oil and they burn the ground. That's... I'll take that. That is a key that I'll need for later in this level. Oh, you're defending against that, buddy. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, you don't, buddy. But yeah, now this run basically just becomes use the bow a lot. We also get very little HP from increasing tactics now. Only 7%. But that is the way you play the game. You want to scale damage as much as you can. Like, damage is what's important in this game, for sure. Oh, I can't roll through there. There's a couple different passageways here. I don't like the look of this. Here. Yeah, once you get the a few arrows into them with this bow, the damage actually scales pretty quickly. Oh, what do we got here? Assassin's Dagger 4+. Inflicts a critical hit when you stab your enemy in the back. Extra damage to a frozen target. That kind of synergizes decently well with what I have, the Frost Blast, but its damage isn't great. Or a Wolf Trap 4 plus. Fuck, you're still messing up the Forest Temple BK skip. How? It does take a little bit of practice to get, but I feel like that you're using the setup that I sent you, right? The one that Mikuno sent me originally. Because it's super easy. The hardest part about it is getting the ESS turn. Once you do that, it's like pretty freaking easy, you know? I feel like it's not hard at all. You're just messing up the ESS, yeah. So, like, when you line up by the door, you do the backflip, you do the side hop. As you're doing the side roll, you want to let go of targeting. And then ESS turns so you're facing downward. And then retarget and do the backflip. The 2 backflips to get over the railing. Once you're over the railing, you're basically done. You have the trick. That's the hard part of it. Because then you just climb the ledge, you target. You don't move at all, you just climb the ledge and target. You side hop to the left. Then you do a side roll. Then you should clip in. You target again. You press A to drop down. You side hop to the right and then back walk, and you're done. You're golden. It's such an easy trick once you get it down. Like, it just takes a little bit of practice. Do I want this wolf trap? The Crusher does a lot of damage, which is not bad. I think I'll keep the Crusher. I'll just recycle one of these. Alright, so that's one of the doors. There's another door over here for, what, I think this is a shop. It is a shop. Okay. Weapons. You have to practice ESS, but you think the sensitivity kills it for you. You can change your dead zone in, like Project 64 and most emulators. I know you're still playing with your scuffed Shock 4, right? I feel like that could be a little difficult, getting the dead zone for that. You might want to, like, increase your dead zone a little bit, or tweak it. Let's do tactics weapons. Oh. Machete and pistol 6+. That's not terrible damage-wise. That's actually better than... It's not better than the crit damage for this, but it's better... Better base damage. You might do that, you're doing solo on Project 64. Yeah, then absolutely. There's no harm in tweaking your dead zone so it's something more comfortable. They'll be aware that if you change it there, you probably also want to change it in mod loader, because if you don't change it in mod loader, you'll have like a shock going back and forth. Extra damage to a frozen target. Shoots an arrow in front of you. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die. Critical hits do 20% more damage. Victims remains explode, launches a grenade. Extra damage to rooted targets. Victims burn. Shots pierce through. Nah, no, all these are kind of bad. I'm good. We probably want to do this. If you're wondering what controller I'm playing this with, I'm playing, even though the button prompts say, like Xbox button prompts, I'm playing it with the DualShock 4. For PC games, for the most part, this is probably my favorite controller. In particular for side-scrollers, it has a good D-pad. Let's see. More tactics, yeah. We don't need HP. Nah, we're fine without it. Who needs HP? I don't need HP. Oh, I see. I can... But yeah, having the ice blast is very nice. It lets me oh, carrot. Lets me not have to worry about enemies as much, because I can just stun them. Oh, this is the food shop. Guts. Delicious. Restores 15% of your health. A flask recharge. My flask is full. And a drumstick. I think we'll pass on that. Okay, I think that's everything here. I don't see any more enemies. Or any more tunnels? No, that's everything. That should be everything here. Okay. I feel like this level in particular doesn't really change as much as the others, even though it is still procedurally generated, so it's still technically different each time. It doesn't change as much. Oh, let's also just do the cool skip up here. Let's see. We'll see if we can do it. So that door down there requires a key, but you can also circumvent using the key there, like going like up here. You can go up through this passageway and probably take damage. Or not get through it. Unless you skip that door entirely, you can use the key somewhere else in the level. All right. What are these things? They're little bugs that are spawning around me. I don't like that. More tactics. That is my 60 enemies killed though, so that's kind of what I was worried about. Was like, I'm really close to getting that 60 kills. I was like, please don't like cuck me and get me fucking killed or damaged before then. Okay, well, I took damage, but it's good. We're past the point where it matters. I mean, unfortunately, damage always kind of matters in this game. If you can avoid taking damage at all, it's always preferable. I don't like that. Magic Bow 5+. That's a good weapon. Look at the DPS on that. Holy shit. Fires homing arrows that deal more damage if they hit the same enemy, but double-edged sword. 100% damage inflicted on enemies, 100% damage taken. We're not doing that. We are sadly leaving that. We're as much as I want that weapon, we're leaving it. Oh. Grimoire. Research notebook. The treatment administered to the latest volunteers seems to be producing results. They are still coughing, but they are vomiting much less. Or less blood, in any case. Am I on the right track? This stain here. A stain in bed, huh? Is that more of a urine or a bile color? And probably a mixture of the two. That's not pleasing. Flask. Concentrated essence of Bupplerum? There's bup in there. 8 times a day, more if the subject vomits. Resuscitate if necessary. Note any signs of improvement in the register. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound fun at all. Most of the interesting books and products seem to have been pillaged already. I don't think there's any point in looking in the prisoners' quarters for books. Although that's probably an unfair stereotype. But just between us, these guys weren't exactly the sharpest tools in the shed. Damn, Thorn Shade. Okay. Yeah, nope, don't. Oh, there's a rune here. Malachite. And here's the key, the second key. Oh, there's still enemies here. Didn't realize there were. But whatever, they're taken care of now. Okay, so we can use one of our keys here, which goes to an area. But I want to save my key for now. I don't remember which. I think this. The normal exit from this area leads to the. Let me look at the map. The clock tower. But this exit, I think, leads to the Forgotten Sepulchre, which the Forgotten Sepulchre is just pain. So I kind of don't want to go there. Because if you don't know what the Forgotten Sepulchre is, you take damage if you're in the dark. So it's like stay in the light, otherwise you die. Okay, I think that's everything here. At least in that area. Okay, so here's another one of the keys. And so like with the extra key, if you don't skip using the key here, you would use the key here and go up the tower and that'd be it. But with the extra key that you get, if you skip it, you can either use it in that sub area, or you can use it in the very back behind this tower, which is where I'm going to use it. As soon as it's here. Here we go. Though, actually, there's nothing here. I think initially there's like a blueprint here, but there isn't anything here, so maybe there's no point in using it here. In that case, let me go use it in the other area, see where that actually leads, just to be sure. I think it leads to the Forgotten Sepulchre, but I'd like to make sure. Yep, that's what I thought. I'd much rather go to the clock tower, though, because not only is the clock tower the easier of the two areas, it's a much cooler area. Even heroes need to rest sometimes. Give me the bonus door. And that's a bunch of money, 20 extra cells, and some items. An extra upgraded ice shards. Ice shards 7+. Well, that's a different one. I have frost blast. That doesn't actually freeze enemies, does it? It just slows them down. The DPS on it is better, though. Slows down enemies during the 3 seconds that they're hit. Inflicts critical hits on targets standing in water or covered in oil. Plus 50% damage when you're at max HP. Critical, which that's not going to happen very often. Critical hits plus 20% damage. The victim's remains explode for 83 damage. There's a amulet which gives me 2 survival instead of 1 brutality and 1 survival. Minus 10% damage received. And it also gives me back my damage from projectiles, that's probably the one I'm gonna go with. And then a powerful grenade. Which, yeah, we're going with this. I would like it if I could get a new weapon, though. What was I putting the boomerang, right? There you go. Anything we can reforge. We can upgrade the modifiers on the Frost Blast, may as well. Plus 70% damage to a stun target. That's actually pretty good. And I could try to, like, reforge the modifiers to get them to have some kind of, like, synergy, but I don't really need to do that. Like, that's not, like, super duper necessary. You know? Like, that's already pretty good, because that synergizes with itself. I don't mind any of these. I guess the bow having, like, extra damage to frozen targets would be nice. But I like the movement speed buff. And, you know, we'll try it a little bit. Ammo plus 3. Try again. Plus 30% damage to a slowed down target. I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'm gonna leave my modifiers the way they are. Oh, here's the bank. I didn't know you could actually go to the bank later in the run. We're not going to the bank though. We're going to the clock tower. Some villagers claim to have seen the hands of the clock turning backward. Of course, those are just rumors. Assassin's Dagger 5+. No. But yeah, the music here is really good. The music in this area is super good. Oh, that does nothing. Never mind. Oh, scroll of power. That's good. More tactics? Yeah, I want more damage. But yeah, basically this run is turned into, let me go freeze the enemies. That isn't what I wanted to do. Let me go freeze the enemies that I'm fighting. And just fucking close range them with the bow. But, like, that's, like, a valid strategy in this game. Like, you could... That's legit just works. Nope. No, you don't. What was that? Was that cheese? Gruyere? Is that French? I assume that's French. But I don't know a lick of French. What is it? 15%? I'll nom on the cheese. Oh, shop. Skills. Give me tactics skills. That's probably pretty good. This thing. 715 deep. Well, the Crusher still does a lot of damage. Damn. Shoots at 2 nearby enemies at the same time. Each shot inflicts 715 DPS. Plus 100% damage to a target covered in burning oil. Shots pierce the first target, generates a toxic light. I kind of want that. What is it? 3,300? I'll take. And more scrolls. I can either make the ice grenades slightly better. And also my, soldier resistance, or I can get more HP. I mean, either way I get more HP, but... Screw it, we'll go survival. Oh, there's a bell down here. Ow. Bell. No. Forgot about those guys, those invisible motherfuckers that appear out of nowhere and just attack you. Really should have had my finger on the ice grenade for that. What do you got? Frantic Sword 6+. Damage isn't anything great. Inflict a critical hit if you have less than 50% health or more than 50% malice. That's not something we've actually gotten that much. Malice is like kind of like a cursed buildup thing. It's bad when you build up a lot of it. It's like a bar that's like next to your health when you have it. But you don't start getting it till later on in the run usually. Extra damage. The damage to a frozen target is nice because of my build, but I think I'll turn it into money. Like a raid shield. Victims release a toxic cloud with each hit, causes enemies to bleed. No, I think we're gonna forgo a shield for this run. I'm gonna cheese at this a little bit. Yeah, I ain't going in there, fuck that. I guess we need, this is the end of this tower. So let's warp back to the bottom. This, however, leads to another area, though I will grab the scroll here real quick before going there. Tactics, of course. Who needs HP? You didn't know tactics is like, it gives you probably like the least HP. I think survivability gives you the most, then brutality, then tactics is the least. So whenever you do a fucking... Ow. Ow. Whenever you do a tactics build, you're signing up for less HP, basically. Oh, door I can open. The shop. Skills. Give me tactic skills. Knife Dance, 7+. Extra damage on rooted targets, burn when they die, shots pierce the first target, damage to a poison target and frozen target, and a better crusher. That is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Just realized fucking accidentally quoted fucking Flex Seal. Nah, I'll stick with what I got. Is that all this is a shop? Yep, that's all this is a shop. Well, then up we continue to go. There's a door I can't open because... Oh, he got away, fuck. Not this time. Not this time, though. Ow. Ow. I'll heal. I'll heal for that. That's getting to the HP that I'm not okay with having. Tactics weapons. The machete and pistol, 7+. The DPS is actually really good. 100% damage to target covered in burning oil, 40% damage to electrified targets. Hokuto's bow, 7+. That DPS is really low. Marks the enemy, who then takes plus 951 additional damage every half a second for 15 seconds. If the enemy dies, the mark spreads. Extra damage. Ammo mutation doesn't apply to this item. 100% damage to a target covered in burning oil. Victims burn with it. That's not really that great. And then a tentacle. Oh yeah, the tentacle. It's got high DPS for the crit, at least. Ignore shields and project you forward towards the enemy and inflicts a critical hit if you attack again while bumped. Extra damage to a frozen target synergizes really well. Extra damage to a slowed down target. That does synergize like super well, but I think I'm gonna keep my bow because I like the bow. Alright. And that would be everything in this tower. Okay then. Back to the bottom we go again. That was bad timing on my part. And I've learned keep those guys frozen if you can, because they're not fun to deal with. Like, really not. Another door? Oh. Unfortunately, they're a little too big for me to be able to use them. I call bullshit. You use fucking massive swords. More swords. The swords seem to be floating. But when I touch them, they feel solidly in place. Wow, a sword. I really don't like this place. That sensation again, like I'm floating, as if everything was speeding up and slowing down at the same time. Ellipses. Whoa, sorta makes you feel like puking, huh? Ah, finally something interesting. Oh, an amulet. That is much worse than the one I have, actually. More swords. Wow, a sword. Another scroll. And you know what that means? More tactics. Just have no HP. Okay, so that's a key. I think that leads up to... Oh, we got the full map. There's still a lot more in the central tower, but that leads to one of the areas. Well, that is the area we go to. There is no other area for this one. You can only go to the... what area is it? The clock room from here. So... Nope. No, you don't, buddy. This strategy's really not going to work out for me when I actually fight the boss. Like, it super won't work out for me. I wish it would, but it will not work out for me. That was not what I meant to do. I wanted to do more tactics, but... whatever. Some brutality is probably nice so to get some more HP. Yeah, I should go down and open the door, too. That's probably a good idea. Oh, and I can just use this to warp back up. But yeah, with any luck, we may be able to complete a run this stream. if we don't fuck it up royally somehow. Okay, here we go. More tactics. Unfortunately, the free strat doesn't work as well on bosses. But we'll make it work. I'm sure we'll make it work somehow. That is everything. Okay, then we are done with this area. Use our key here. There is ways to get more keys, but I don't need them, so we'll be won't be worrying about that too much. And yeah, I did not get the 60 kills. Where is it? Boomerang. There we go. Nearly got the boomerang. I think this is about where we're gonna want to start. We're forging modifiers. First I'll heal up because there's a full restore. We definitely want to upgrade this buddy. Victims burn when they die. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I might want to swap my... I think I want to swap my mutations after this fight. Maybe I want to do it now. Actually, this isn't a bad time to do it. So let's reset my mutations. We're gonna go ahead and grab Dead Inside, which gives us a lot more HP. I think ammo's still a good one to grab. Heart of Ice doesn't sound bad because I'm constantly freezing enemies. Extra DPS when enemies are slowed down is pretty good too. Extra damage if you're close to a deployed skill. That one's good because I'll be using my skills actually a decent amount. And close range attacks do extra damage. Skill cool. I think There's a few I want. I kind of want like 4. There's 4 I really would like from this. I think Hunter's Instinct is still a good one to grab. And then I'm debating between support and point blank. Also, I kind of still want ammo, but I do have a lot of shots for the bow, so it should be fine. It should be fine, I say. You know what? We'll do ammo. Whatever. But yeah, if I want to reset again, it's now 2,000, which is not too bad, so I could reset again if I really need to. All right, let's do this boss. An error of just 1,000th of a second, the calibration of the clock could have something serious, something. Words. The Timekeeper, which is actually a pretty challenging fight. Okay. I think that's the halfway mark for the fight. Oh. That's the fight over. Oh, that was piss easy. Okay then. This won't end well. I don't know, from where I'm sitting, that ended pretty well. That was like barely any damage. That was not a flawless fight, but at least that was barely any damage. What's this? Frantic Sword 7+. Plus 30% damage to a slowed down target. Launches a grenade. Minus 66.96 damage. Biters crawl from the dead. No. And then a Death Orb 7 plus. It's a slow moving but devastating orb. Does a decent amount of damage actually. They're not super duper high. Poisons the enemy. Extra damage to a bleeding target. Victim. No. I like what I got. At last, a little rest. Yep, figured as much. Here, take my cells. I'll keep my mutations the way they are. So there's two areas you can go from here. You can go to the Derelict Distillery. You can go to High Peak Castle. I will be going to High Peak Castle because it's the one I'm actually more familiar with. Derelict Distillery, I've been there like a few times and I think I got my ass handed to me. Also, High Peak Castle music very good, so I want to hear the music here. Oh, and right away we're going into a shop. Weapons, we want tactics weapons. Okuto's bow 8 plus. That's the Mark one that only has like 2 shots. That one's not very great. Plus 50% damage when at max HP. Shoots an arrow upward. Victims freeze nearby enemies. Machete and pistol. That does a lot of damage, actually. Like, the base damage on that is really good. The third attack uses the pistol to bump and inflict critical damage to nearby enemies. Extra damage to rooted targets. Like, the damage on that's actually really good. And then the whip. Increases your movement speed for 5 seconds. Spiders crawl from the dead. Launches a grenade. I think I'll pick the machete up, but I'm gonna put it in the backpack. Because I think the Nutcracker's kind of lost its damage edge. Okay, now we're into the area proper. This is a fantastic run. What's up, Nakatachi666? Welcome to the stream. It's been going pretty well. The first run we did earlier was not near as good, but this one's been going pretty well. Though, admittedly, we're just using cheese to freeze the enemies and shit. So. Another crusher. It's good damage, but I like what I have already. Extra damage to a poison target. Yeah, we'll cycle that. I'm good. Good with what I got. Oh, and thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I figure from you saying it's a fantastic run, you probably played Dead Cells yourself. You don't know if you can freeze the Hand of the King. I'm pretty sure you can't, so that's gonna be kind of hard, but we'll adapt to it. We'll work it out. Guess I'm just gonna do brutality for the health at this point. I'm sure we'll make it work somehow. Yeah, you play a lot of Dead Cells. It's a really fun game. I like it a lot. Though, admittedly, I haven't played it in a while, so this is like a warm-up run. Or, like, I'm only playing on hard. I'm playing on one boss stem cell, just to kind of get back into the flow of the game. I think I've only gotten up to 2 boss stem cells. That's like the highest difficulty I've gotten to. I'll go back for that in a... Actually, I'll go back for it now. Probably better to get the scrolls now than later. But it's a game I like a lot. It's a lot of fun. Oh, cherries. I'll just leave that there. More tactics so that we can have no HP. Because who needs HP when you have damage? There's one of the blue doors. I probably should cross sooner than later. I'm at full HP, so I can be confident about the king fight. Yeah, I should be fine for it. I mean, admittedly, the last time I was playing this, I was playing on 2 boss stem cells, so this is kind of like a step down in difficulty, and a much needed one at that, because when I first started playing Come Back to this, I was pretty bad. Though the cheese you can do with freezing I like a lot. Oh, I can't get... Oh, I can. Never mind. Also, just, you know, cheesing enemies from range. This is an elite... Yeah, it is. All right, very easy elite. Okay, so that's the end of this sub area. It's gonna spin me out somewhere random. Yep. I guess more HP. May as well. Ow. Which way do I want to go from here? Up, I guess the red door's right here, so I can go in it. You need to go to sleep, have a good stream. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, good night's rest. And again, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see. I miss an enemy? May have. Oh, that's where the elite is. Okay. Felt like I was missing something. All right, another elite. There's 2 here, so. But it didn't much matter. Got cheesed all the same. Yeah, with the normal enemies aren't that much of a problem with freeze cheese in this. Thankfully. I don't normally do tactics builds either, so this is kind of a pretty unique run for me. Like I've done them, I'm sure I've done them before, but it's been definitely a while since I've done one. I usually tend to do survivability or brutality builds. So tactics is a little different. Though bows are always fun to use, so. Oh, I've been here before. I will leave that for healing later. Oh, this is where the throne room is. I have the keys required to get to it, but there's also one more key I could grab. Just depending on where I want to go. Let me go ahead and go past the green door that I went through last time. Oh, never mind, that was a dead end. Yeah, for those that don't know, for those that are unfamiliar with how Dead Cells is, this is like proper the last area in the game before the final boss. So we are very close to actually finishing a run. Hopefully. You see a hidden area over here. Oh, I see where it is. It's got a fire grenade. That's kind of trash. I guess we'll go up from this one then. This area is also really big. Like, there's a lot to this area. Though thankfully, again, with the cheese of freeze, we should be fine. Have we not been through the green door yet? I think we went through the blue one and the red one, but not the green one. Okay, so I'll go through this right now then. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't go to the green one yet. Ow. Those guys are hard to get the jump on if they like get you from further away. Unless you just, like, bust out an ice grenade right away. But yeah, a very big part of this game is definitely building up, like, enough damage. And, of course, you know, like most of these, like, roguelikes, whatever, synergizing is always important. It's always important that you've got good synergies. And again, these elites are basically a joke. You just fucking freeze them over and over again. Oh, this is where this takes me. I guess I should have figured that. Actually, hold on. There's a warp right here. Admittedly, it just takes me to the other end, but that's where I want to go, so. Yeah, cheesing the enemies with long range or anything like that. Great. Oh, is this... Oh, this is just a gate. What is this? Oh, this is like the soldiers' quarters or whatever, I think. Yeah. It's a strange taste to the food since the old cook was offed. The hand doesn't seem to mind, though, so I just hold my nose and dream of custard. The hand is above the king's suspicion, which is more than I can say for the giant. Though I secretly hope he's okay. We've not seen him in a while now. The king is convinced of the existence of a plot against his life. While such a plot may have cause to exist, I've seen no evidence of it. Worse, the food hasn't been up to standard since he had the cook executed. King size. Yeah. The king came to my quarters to personally remove the portrait of the giant and I together. I understand his frustration, but my men were rattled. I don't actually think there's anything to this. There's lore. He's like, yes, even though this game is mostly about its gameplay, it does have lore. It's like, there's a story to it. It's like a loose story, but it exists, it's there. Oh, now we've linked back up with this tunnel. Okay. Oh, big painting. A great big room for a great big painting. The seal of the king is recognizable at the center. As for the rest... Oh. You can just climb this, okay. Oh. Go ahead and use the cool, detaching your body power. I think that's all that's in here. It's just that. And nothing else. Okay, then. Alright, from here, where do we go? We've cleared most of that area. I guess there's more down this way. So. Oh. And I've been here before. I went through the red door here. But yeah, this game, one of the good things about this game is that from run to run, there's a lot of variety. A broadsword 6+. There's so many weapons in this game and so many different skills that you can have like a lot of different loadouts and a lot of different playstyles. The second and third hits are critical. That damage is a little low. We'll just turn that into money. Oh yeah, and most of this money will end up going unused. Okay, that's Explorer's Instinct, so I can see everything. I could use my keys here, but that's kind of a waste. In fact, it's really a waste. Actually, I think those are different keys, too. I think those are keys from earlier in the run. Either way, I think I already got what was there. There's just a shield, and there's some stuff there, I guess. These are skills. We want some tactic skills. Double crossbow-matic 8+. Mine's a 7++. Mine technically does more damage, so this one would do more if I upgraded it. And I'll pass. I do have all the money in the world, so I could fucking buy whatever. But there's not much point. Alright, looks like it's just this area here. Which has a chest in it, so I'll get another item. There's also an enemy, like, floating over there. Like, off the map. Oh. Be this guy. Oh, there's a teleporter for it. I'll have to look for it. At least I think that's the case. Oh? This room's all fucked up. People fled this room hastily, judging by the mess they left behind. I wonder who they were. I guess this is it? Can't seem to be doing anything here. Can't jump high enough to get higher up in the room, so... Here's the chest. Oh, it's enemies. Okay. That was a cool game. Thank you for just dumping enemies on me. Okay, that last guy might be from above. Let me try going there real quick. Yes, no, maybe. I don't see any reasonable way to get in there. Okay, I guess he's just gone. Whatever. The item in there didn't look any good, so. Let me grab this health restore that I left over here. Big 50% health restore. And then we can just head straight through here. But there's a few items we can get. Oh, a double cross-o-matic 6+. That's actually worse. Shots leave a trail of flames. Yeah, that's bad. Infantry grenade 6+. No. Another scroll of power. Which we're gonna get more tactics. And then I'm gonna fucking get this by doing that. Even though I don't want this, I'm just gonna recycle it. That's it. Okay, we're heading to the final boss of the run. Yep, fuck that up right at the end. We can get the boomerang, can't we? Yeah. Let me see what it is. Boomerang 6+. DPS isn't that bad, actually. 4,400. Aiming mutation doesn't apply to this item. Colorless. Extra damage to burning. Targets covered in burning oil. Shoots an arrow upward. I don't think that's all that great, is it? No. Its base DPS is okay. Let me pick it up just to throw it a bit. Oh, you literally just throw it like that. I'll just recycle it. Alright, what else do you want to put the cells into? Maybe Scheme? Scheme kind of sounds like a good, mutation. Your next melee attack after using a skill inflicts plus 402 damage. Nearly got that in full. This is where we're gonna reforge shit. We're gonna upgrade as much as we can. I mean, the money at this point is useless after this, so... let's go ahead and upgrade this to plus. Extra damage to a target covered in burning oil. I don't think we can freeze the Hand of the King, so... I'm fairly confident we can't, so... But we can slow him down, I think, so that should still... That modifier is still good. Actually, these modifiers aren't all too bad. I'm fine with them. I could also reset my mutations again. I don't know if I want to. What would I switch it out for? Hunter's Instinct is really good. So is Dead Inside. Just for the big HP. And Point Blank, that could be okay, but I'm not necessarily going to be next to enemies. The boss when I'm fighting it. Extra damage when I'm close to a deployed skill. Tranquility will be useless for this. I think I'm fine with what I got. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if we actually can freeze him. I get the feeling that I can't, but we'll try it. Oh, we can. At least somewhat. We're doing it. Seems like we're doing okay. I would have liked to avoid that if possible, but I'm gonna assume that this is probably in the bag. Yep, okay. GG. Definitely couldn't freeze him for long, but we could still do something. Oh. Yeah, so you just get like a bunch of cells for that. This is a pretty slow run, too. Usually my runs are a bit quicker than this, but this one took an hour to complete, over an hour. This is this back room here, but this is only if you do the game on the hardest difficulty on 5 stem cells. This room seems to have been added after the construction of the castle. Yo, what bow is that, dude? This is the quick bow 4++. That was awesome. I'm glad you thought so. I thought it was pretty good. Also, Travis Duck, yeah, welcome to the chat, man. Hope you're having a good night. This was a pretty good run. I like this a lot. This is my first time back to Dead Cells in a good while. I haven't played it since probably like earlier this year. Maybe like April or something like that. So, first time back in a while, but glad to see that my skills have somewhat remained. I can at least complete a run on hard. But yeah, it is the quick bow. It's actually a pretty low level bow. It's only level 4 or 4++, but I just have tactics stacked so high, and the critical hits are so easy to get with it that it just pops off. But yeah, I can't open this at all because, you know, hardest difficulty. I've seen this type of shelves before in the King's Castle. Yeah, as I am well aware, to leave, you just leave your body behind. Well, I guess the gooey thing is your true body. Hey, what's up, Sagake? Hope I said that right. You were just recommended Dead Cells, and mine is the first stream you checked in to see what the gameplay is like. It looked like a pretty good game. You seem to play it pretty smoothly too. I've played a lot of it. I've got like a good 50 hours into this, so it's kind of like a lot of it's muscle memory. It is a good game. I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of like if you're a fan of like 2D platformers, or you're a fan of roguelikes or roguelites, I definitely recommend it. It's a good game. It's a very good game. The soundtrack in it is incredible, as you can probably hear right now with the credits theme. It's got some very good music. I think I picked it up back in like 2019 on a sale, like on a Steam sale. But it's good on basically any platform. I am playing on PC. I'll let you know right now. The game is very smooth. It runs at like 120 FPS on PC. It's a very fun game though. It's also, if you like hard games, Dead Cells got you covered. It has 6 difficulty levels that you unlock progressively as you play through the game. It's definitely, it gets really hard. This was on the 2nd difficulty level, which is just hard. It goes normal, hard, very hard, and then I don't know what it's above that, because I haven't gotten above that. But this was a run on hard just to kind of warm back up a bit. Honestly, it was like, this stream wasn't really even planned. It was kind of spur of the moment. I was like, I felt like playing some Dead Cells, so I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and just play some. You do enjoy 2D side-scrollers. You might buy it if it goes on sale. You do like challenges, even if they're frustrating. This game it can be very frustrating. It's a hard game, but kind of like Dark Souls in that respect. It's very much so. It's fair. The difficulty is fair. It's hard, but it's fair. But it's a lot of fun. It's a really good game. I could absolutely recommend it on sale. I'd even recommend it at full price, but definitely on a sale. The music in it's great. I think the art style is fantastic. A lot of it's really good. And I'm gonna go ahead and skip the credits, just because I've seen them a bunch. But all the people that put work into this game, they put a lot of effort into it. It really shows. Yeah, once you beat a run just like that, you're back in it. You can pick up your gold, though there's a limit to how much gold carries over. Though all your cells carry over if you finish a run. So, and then just like that, you're back at it. Though I don't think I'm gonna do another full run tonight. Because it is already it's getting pretty late for me. It's like 10:30 where I live, so. But I will at least bank my cells. I'll get through the first area again, and I'll bank my cells. Oh, and that amulet gave me an extra mid-air jump, so I got 3 jumps now, which is cool. What do I want here? But yeah, the game definitely opens up as you unlock more. From the start, you don't get like all this crazy shit, like all these weapons to select from. You unlock that over time. But you also unlock the mirror. Where's the mirror? I want to see the mirror. Oh, it's back here. There's something fishy about this beast. Oh, that's one of the bosses. That's where is he? That's the one that's in the Insufferable Crypt. Yeah. It's 1:30 a.m. where you live, but it's cool since you work late. You just got off work. I'll try to play for a little bit longer then. Assume that means you live probably like on the east coast of the U.S. I myself am on the west. But yeah, what loadout do I want for this? I like the ice weapons, but there's not really much else there besides ice weapons. We'll go for the first one. I tend to go for the first one a lot. You're right, you're on the East Coast. Yeah. That's what I figured. I have a lot of friends that are on the East Coast, so I'm used to converting my time to their time, or vice versa. I didn't really use the machete and pistol that much the last run. I had it like on me, but I didn't use it very much. Let's try that. We'll grab the Crusher, we'll grab the Double Cross-O-Matic. Firebrands. I don't think Firebrands are a very good weapon. I'll put it in the backpack. I'll grab the Greed Shield. So this time we're using a shield, which is a very different kind of run. But let's go. Though if you get the parries down right, you can do a lot with them. I'm not a big fan of how slow it is. The weapon I'm using. But I'm sure I'll get used to it. That or I'll switch to another weapon. Okay, here's my first scroll for this. I already have a bit in survival from the amulet I got. I guess we'll go... We do brutality or tactics. Let's do brutality this run. I feel like brutality runs are a lot of fun. But yeah, like the way the gameplay, the core gameplay works is you can kind of like pick and choose what, which of the 3 aspects you want to prioritize. And generally you want to like pump into one of them like a whole lot, because otherwise you won't really do a lot of damage. So like the last run I was doing a tactics run where I had like 19 in tactics and like 5 in the other 2. But there are no rules how you play. Play however you want. You know? Death Orb. I don't think that's any better than what I have now. I'll keep what I got. So you don't recommend having a balance, but rather going heavy into one particular color or aspect? Yes, that's generally what you want to do. Ideally, you want to try to get at least your primary weapon, which for my case right now is the machete and pistol, and your 2 skills to be the same color or colorless, because you can get colorless weapons that like their scaling will be affected by whatever your highest aspect is, your highest of the 3 stats, and you basically want to go hard into one of them. Because it's like damage scaling. Basically, like, the higher one is, the better your damage scaling will be, and it kind of doesn't make sense to spread it out. You don't want to have a balance. Also, make sure you're using your skills, because they're very handy, and they're basically free. They just have a short cooldown. So make sure you're using them. Because I forget to use mine a lot. What is this? Double damage? I will not take that. I will take whatever this is, though. Oh, that is a kebab. I'll leave that there in case I take damage in the first area. Another kind of like aspect of this game is that you're generally rewarded for either playing well or playing fast. Like, there are bonus doors you can get extra items in if you complete the levels in under a certain amount of time, or if you complete them without taking damage and killing a certain number of enemies. I usually go for the latter, because I find it easier to be, like, careful. But, I mean, obviously the best case would be if you can do both. If you're skilled enough at the game to do both, then that's the best bet. But like, I'll keep pumping into brutality for now. I'm not really loving this weapon too much. It's okay, but it's not great. I guess the other thing I should mention is the when you're upgrading your 3 attributes, there is a bit of a balance to it, because when you upgrade your lower attributes, you get more HP from it. So if you keep upgrading one, you won't end up with as much HP, but the damage scaling is more important, generally. Weapons. Let's go for brutality weapons. Firebrands 3. That's not great. The Impaler is a good weapon. I like the Impaler. Technically, the Crowbar has got better damage, but I don't think it crits as easily. We'll grab the Impaler. What is it? 2700. Inflicts a critical hit if the victim is up against a wall, and plus 50% damage when I'm at max HP. And I will take this and put it in my backpack. I think the Firebrands are bad. That's to the Promenade of the Condemned. Oh, I missed a gem back here. Grab that real quick. Like, the gems aren't really all that useful. They're just money. Come on. Attack me. There we go. But you do need, like, a good amount of money for certain things in the game. Nearest warp is just up here. And as you can see, you can, like, freely warp around once you've unlocked warp points. I think the only area left to go is actually... Well, there's up into the left here. This is like a bonus area. I think it's a lore area. A stack of bones. Some of these skulls look so badass. Just kicking away at it. What is this? Bone. Bone 1. Hitting with a second attack enables a whirlwind attack that deals critical damage. Bone. I didn't want to examine it again. I want to pick back up my Impaler. Nah, I'm sorry, Bone. But you're not that great, so we're gonna leave you there. Oh, there is an ice crossbow there. I'm tempted. Oh, you know what? I'll go for it. These skulls look so badass. Proceeds to shatter them. Yeah. Ice crossbow's a fun one to use. Though it does take up both your slots, so it's not the best. This one isn't all that great. This is just a 1. And I'm not taking it. I'll just take the money lost. Money is not that hard to come by in this game, so. And then that's Explorer's Instinct, which lets me see the entire map. Where's this lead? That's the toxic sewers. I think we have the, yep, there's the shop. The specialist shop or whatever. Which lets you buy some, like, that gem there lets you turn an enemy into a skill or a blueprint, which is what lets you unlock new weapons. And that map lets you, like, scout out the entire area that you're in. I don't really find them that useful, though. Let me go bonk the last 2 enemies over here that are just chilling for some reason. And, like, you don't have to kill all the enemies before you leave. That's just me. That's just how I am. I see enemies on the map, I'm like, I want to go bonk them. We'll head to the promenade for this run. Well, I probably am ending after this first area, but we'll recycle these at least. Actually, the promenade's... there's a closer warp to it. So you take it enemies don't respawn in this game? They do not. No. Enemies are fixed. If you kill them, they are gone. So if you look at the map, if you don't see any little skulls, they're gone. Though you only get that with the Explorer's Instinct perk, which you have to unlock. Yeah, let's promenade. I guess I could play for a little bit longer, I guess. It's not that late where I am, so I could do a little bit longer. BSC, I did not complete it in 2 minutes. It took me nearly 5 minutes, but I did kill 30 enemies. I killed 43 enemies without getting hit, so. Pop in here, I get some treasure, I get some more cells, and I get some items to pick from. The Electric Whip 4, which isn't all that great. The Cudgel 4, which is a shield. You see what I mean now? You didn't see the timer on the door when I first passed by it? Yeah. If you're quick about it, you can get, if you're quick and skilled, you can get both rewards, but I usually just play cautiously and go for the killing enemies without being hit. What about the Wolf Trap? Wolf Trap is probably what I'm gonna go with. Wolf Trap 4+. We'll probably replace the Crusher. But yeah, most levels have something like that where you have at least one of these doors. Not all of them have the time ones, but almost all of them have the defeat X amount of enemies without taking damage. Though it doesn't stay at 30, it usually goes up to 60 later on. And this is the collector where you spend your cells. Press Y, I can show all the items that I've unlocked already. So like, when you start, you don't start with a flask, like a health flask. You have to upgrade it and get more uses of it. So you start with, you know, nothing, and then you get up to 4 uses. Gold reserves let you carry over gold when you die. You get random starter weapons. Recycling, which lets you turn objects you don't want into money. Specialist showroom, which is a special shop where you get... That's the shop with the orb in it. Hunter's mirror, which lets you... It tells you where to go for certain rare items. Restocking shops. Gold reserves 5. There's a bunch of stuff you can get. Like the backpack, you unlock that. All the weapons you end up with... Except, I think you start with like a few weapons, but most of the weapons you unlock. So anything with like a green check mark next to it is something I've unlocked. A lot of the ranged weapons, because I like the ranged weapons in this game. And some of the shields. A few of the mutations. I'll finish off getting Scheme. Which is a mutation. Mutations are like passive skills, basically. So like if you pick this, your next melee attack after using a skill inflicts X amount of damage more, which scales with your brutality. But there's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them, and there's also outfits. You can unlock outfits too. Like I'm using the default outfit, but you can unlock outfits if you want. What to get? There's a lot. There's so many that it's almost hard to choose sometimes. Alchemic Carbine, that could be good. Poisons its victims, 13 DPS for 4 seconds. Yeah, sure. And since I had enough cells, I just got that outright. And whenever you unlock an item, like for the first time, you get it. You get one of them. I call it this version of it. Alchemic Carbine 3+, poisons its victims. Colorless, shoots an arrow behind you. I don't think that's going to be all that great. I can shoot it a little bit to try it out. Oh. I don't want to break that door. That door is not good to break, but I'll stick with what I got. Why don't we grab the Tesla coil? Well, at least put as much as I can towards it, you know? You can spend gold to reforge your equipment. Usually that means getting like better modifiers. So like I can upgrade this to plus quality for 1350. And now it does more damage. But most of the time I try not to upgrade them super early because it's not really worth it. And then these are the mutations you can select from. You get 1 for every level you complete, a max of 3, and anytime you can spend money to reset your mutations and re-choose them. So let's see if I'm doing brutality. Melee kills reducing skill cooldowns is good. Combo's nice. Melee attack slow enemies down. That's good. Vengeance is good. That kind of expects that you're taking damage. So I always like soldier resistance though, because it just gives you HP. That's probably what I'm gonna go for still. Yeah. But yeah, once you picked one, you can't pick another one. They're locked until you complete another level. Oh yeah, and this is a newer sub area they added called the bank. I went there earlier in the stream and got fucking my ass kicked, so we're not going there. If we do go there, we're going there later in a run, because going early on is just like asking to be killed. I don't think there's anything up here, but I always go up here anyway. There was something up here originally, like when I first found this, but I think once you've gotten it the first time, it's just gone. Oh, and there's cheese. Not that I need it right now, but... yeah, there's like lore areas like that. Whenever you see the little jingle here, like the little shine thing, and your timer pauses, these are like lore areas where you can like interact with the stuff for lore. But I've seen most of the lore areas. Oh yes, the face flask 2 that fucking just damages you. Crush a flask on your forehead, dealing low damage to yourself. I don't understand the point of this. But there's plenty of joke items in the pool like that, in the item pool. More brutality. Like, here's another lore area. To all soldiers, anyone who fails to obey the king's orders will be hanged on the spot. Right, well, at least it's clear. Bag. Okay, it may be wrong to rummage through stuff that isn't mine. But they're all dead anyway. Great logic there. From our quote-unquote hero here. It's kind of a menace more than anything. Man, some of those enemies are just hard to hit. And some of them are really easy to kill, like that. You have to go. Thanks for the advice on the troll stream. Have a good night. You too, man. Have a good night. I hope that if you do end up getting Dead Cells, I hope you enjoy it. It's a really fun game. Probably should do more brutality. Oh, there's a shop. Give me brutality weapons. Pure Nail 4+. A frontline shield 4+. I don't think that's any better than the shield I have now. Melee attacks inflict 50% extra damage for 6 seconds after a successful... Actually, that's kind of pretty good, actually. Though this is critical hits do 20% extra damage, so... I think I'll pass on it for now. The rest of these are not really my speed. Oh, and there's items here. Sadist Stiletto 2, plus 70% damage to a stunned target. Inflicts a critical hit if the target is bleeding or poisoned. Or a wolf trap. I already have a wolf trap. And a pretty good one, too. I'm just gonna recycle. And a kebab. Or cycle the kebab, too. Oh, and here's one of the gardener's keys. That works, I guess. That's well, not what I was intending to do, but that works. Okay, well that was me getting hit. Unfortunate. Missed time of that parry. But I already got the 30 kills I need for this, so I think that's all I need. Unless this one needs 50. This one might need, or 60. This one might need 60, so I might have beans that up. If so, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's getting late here, I'm getting tired. We'll grab... I guess tactics. This for the HP. Oh, that's not fun to go through. Yep, I saw that coming. This leads to the prison depths, which is probably where I'll go. Though I'm probably finishing this once I get to the next rest stop. Another ice crossbow. That was unfortunate. Whoa. I do really like this weapon though, just because how much range it has, how quickly it fucking fires off. It's good. All right, let's go down. Yeah, we're just running from that freaking enemy. That was a little scary. I think that's all the enemies. Yep, that was all. Just a bunch of enemies in close Close proximity. Skills. We want brutality skills. Mostly. And fire grenades and slice. I don't really like any of those. Glad that I still had invulnerability from leaving the door. Otherwise, that thing would have blew up right on me. Oh, and another shop. What is this? More skills. Let's just do random then. Knife Dance 4+, Crusher 4+, Powerful Grenade 4+. I like what I got for skills. That would be an elite enemy that's trying to fuck me up. Ow, it is fucking me up. Never mind, we're good. A Ruby Amulet 4 reveals invisible enemies. That could be useful. I'll take that. That hurt a lot. More brutality. I probably should heal, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, that was easy. Never mind. Electric Whip 3+. Just go ahead and bonk all these enemies real quick. And I think that's... There's an enemy out of bounds there. That could indicate a hidden passageway. That probably doesn't indicate that. I'll go to it whenever I... Here's my next warp. I'll check it out real quick. Is it? Yep, it sure is. Also, this cheese I left like at the very beginning of the level that I can go grab real quick. Just to top off my HP. This leads to the ossuary. That's not where I want to go. I think this appears again to the ramparts. Yep. let me go ahead and head to the, where is it? Prison Depths over here. Though, like I said, this is probably where I'm gonna end the run for now. Thankfully, you can always come back to it later. It, you know, there's no... The game just saves automatically whenever you go to a new area, so you can always just finish it again. And I did not get the 60 that I needed for that. Go ahead and deposit my cells. Get that Tesla coil. Shoots lightning at nearby enemies and inflicts shock. Let me take a look at it. Tesla coil 5+. It could be good, I guess. I'll replace the double cross-o-matic part. That's still like starter equipment. And the rest we'll put on maybe the magnetic grenade. Yeah, sure. Don't think there's anything we want to reforge. Nah, I'm good on that. I'll just keep my money. Mutation, I probably want to grab. Combo is pretty good. It just gives you like good passive damage increase. Killer Instinct is good. Melee is not bad. Scheme is alright. Vengeance isn't bad. If you take a lot of damage, Vengeance is actually really good. Yeah, we'll do combo. And, yeah, we'll end here. Yeah, this was a fun, impromptu Dead Cells stream. Saw a lot of new faces in the chat. Well, faces, you don't really see faces in the chat, but you know what I mean. Thank you everyone who, came by and chilled out, watched the stream. It was a lot of fun. Definitely will play more Dead Cells in the future. Kind of got the itch to play more, you know, back in me, so definitely will want to play more in the future. And if I could have been of help to making someone's decision or helping someone make a decision of whether or not they should get this game and encouraging them to get it, that's even better, because the more people that play this game, the better. It's a fucking fantastic game. Yeah, thanks to everyone who was here. Thanks to everyone who was chilling out. Let me see if I can find you a good raid target. I know just who we should raid. Let's raid Jorts. Jorts is one of my favorite streamers lately. He's always a joy to watch. Let's go ahead and give Jorts a raid. Give him some love. But yeah, again, thank you to everyone who stopped by, everyone for chatting and hanging out. Glad that you, or hope that you enjoyed the Dead Cells. Hope it was a nice chill stream for everyone. Catch you all later. This has been Link. And peace out.